Anybody remember what this symbol is?
Triangle?
Triangle. Yep, that's all this is. So guess what? This is triangle ABC. That's all that means. Now, when I come over here, I can mark this A, B, C. Now, what about, anybody have an idea what this is called? Anybody know what that's called? What would y'all call that if you didn't know what that was? What would you say that is? A line. Guess what? That's all it is. So what this is line DE. Now, depending on what we're calling DE, we could call it CDE, we could call it DEF. I'm going to call it DEF. So your line then is the hypotenuse. All right, you ready for the hard one? Anybody have an idea what that is? Oh, you are on it. That is angle. HIJ. Good job, my dear. That's 2 for 2. So, this is actually a little tad different. Let me get you caught up on tickets here. Because how we mark angles is actually by the letter that's in the middle. And thank you for answering. So if I call this, let's call it HIJ, the angle I'm actually talking about is right there on letter I. So your angle on these is always the one that's in the middle. Anybody remember what this symbol is? Approximately. That's if there's 2 of them that are circular. It's not a waffle. Anybody else have an idea? It's not the exact. You are really close, Jimmy, with equals. What is something that means equals? What are we saying if it's the same?
Equivalent.
Similar?
Equivalent. It's not similar. Starts with a C. Congruent. There it is. You're welcome. All right, so it is congruent. So if congruent, if I can get my pen to write here, congruent. That means these 2 triangles right here are congruent. All right. This little symbol right here, I'm going to give you this one. It means similar. That means these 2 right here are similar, whereas these 2 above are congruent. It means the 2 above that are exactly the same shape, exactly the same size, have all the same angles. The ones right underneath, they're still the same shape. They have the same angles, but their sides are proportional. That means depending on how I set it up, I would get the same fraction every time. So, we're going to actually mark these figures first. So, if I say line AB, what's it similar to?
GH.
GH. What about, and what you guys can use is tick marks. We're going to use tick marks for y'all. Because I know y'all don't have colors, and I didn't bring out colors at the moment. What about if I gave you line BC? So I could say that is similar to line HE. What about line EF? CD. So I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that means this one has got to be similar to that one, right? So if I was to say A, B, C, D, what would I say on the other side? G, H, E, F. What if I said, could I say F, E, G, H? Would that be in any kind of an order? It wouldn't, right? So that one wouldn't work. What about B, C, D, A? Could that work? Yes. That would work. So that means I would have to start here and go where? I'd have to go around, right? To end here. So would H, E, F, G work? If I go B, C, D, A, does H, E, F, G go the same pattern? Yeah. Now, check this out. If I do BA, does that have the same tick mark as HG? BA and HG, do you have the same little line on both of them? So this side works. What about FE? Is it the same thing as DC? That means this one works. What about AB? Is it the same as GH? Is CD the same thing as EF? Yeah. And what about the last one? Does angle A match angle G? Is it congruent? Is it the same angle? If it's in the same spot, then yes, it's the same. And guess what, guys? That's all I've got today.
Can you go zoom back in?
On that?